Hello friends, good afternoon, and Dr. Poonamsvlog here. This question was asked by Meryl Gudino on my Facebook page, DrPoonamsvlog, and her question goes like this. Doctor, can you tell us whether private doses, she means vaccine doses or the immunization doses, are better or government doses are better? Now this is some question which I get multiple times, so I thought I will answer this question. Let us go as 4 points, 4 points that I will tell you regarding this. Whether you take your vaccine in government or you take it in private, see to it that you complete your schedule. That is important. Completing your schedule is important. What is meant by schedule? Now suppose this is my card, okay, this is my vaccine card which I use. Now you see, there is here is the age of the child, okay, so the age of the child, and according to the age the various doses that the child should take. So vaccine means each dose, and the schedule means the entire schedule, the way the vaccine has to be given. So it is here till about 1.5 years, and then from 2 years till 16 years is on the other side, plus there are some extra vaccines which are mentioned here. Okay, so that is the schedule. Now completing the schedule is very important because that is what helps your child to stay healthy, to stay protected, and as I always say, prevention is better than cure. It prevents multiple things in your baby's life, so multiple infections in your baby's life. So that is your first point. That is my first point that I wanted to clear. Importance is completing the schedule. Now coming to whether private is better or government is better. As I said, both are okay as long as you are completing your schedule. Yes, there are certain things which are not available in the government, which if possible you should take in the private sector. Okay, now which are those? Those vaccine, as of now, like today is 30th of July, I am making the video today. Okay, as of today, the vaccines which are not available in the government schedule in Goa, so I am specifically talking about Goa, but many of these are not available even in other states, are typhoid vaccine, hepatitis A vaccine and chickenpox vaccine. These are which are not available at all in Goan immunization schedule, okay, in the government immunization schedule, but they are very well available in the private sector. At the same time, let me tell you, there are certain states still wherein pneumococcal vaccination is still not available. Okay, that is the PCV vaccination, which if possible, please opt for in your private sector. Rotaviral as of now is being given in most of the areas, but if it is not being given, please opt for it if possible in the private sector. Japanese encephalitis is something which is still not given in certain areas, but in Goa it is compulsory vaccine, so it is there even in the government schedule and in the private schedule, but there will be certain areas where it is not given. Again, if it is possible, please opt for it. Now why I am saying opt for it? It's like, if there are chances of getting the infection, when you take vaccine, you decrease the number of chances from around 80 to 90%, in certain infection around 95%. So anywhere from 70 to 95% is the protection level that you are giving. That means you are taking a chance of getting infected around 5 to 30%. Okay, so 5 to 30%, because that is what remains of 70 to 95%. That's why I said 5 to 30% chances you are taking that my baby may get infected, but you are protecting to a huge extent. Okay, that is the number 2. So as I said, if you are taking it in private, take it. If you are taking it in the government, the vaccine, then see to it that whatever is not available in the government, you go ahead, take it in the private sector. Then third is the flexibility, the comfort level, your timing, everything is possible in the private sector, which is not there in the government sector. Again, if you can manage with their timing, go ahead, take the vaccines in the government sector, no problem with that. Okay. So most of the times there are some parents who prefer, like, according to their schedule, they can come at so and so time, they feel better or they feel happy with some doctor wherein they are, their comfort level, as I said. Okay. Then is the record keeping. Most of the people keep a record in the written file. Okay, like as I said, there is a table here, so everyone will keep a record over there. see to it that all the dates are written, if possible the name of the, I mean you have to take the name of the vaccine which is there, and if possible the sticker of the vaccine is very, very important. Next, let us go to record keeping. Like in my case, specifically in my case, I have the whole records which are kept digitally in my computer. So my entire clinic is inside the computer, the record keeping is inside the computer, so it becomes so easy for us to just send across the details of the vaccine to the patient. At the same time, the reminders are set wherein the patient hardly misses any vaccine because he forgot to see the date in the card, because the reminder directly goes to their mobile or in the email. So most of my patients see the reminder and come. There are some times when because of the network issues the reminder doesn't go, otherwise most of my patients bang on time they will reach here in the clinic. Okay, so that is about the record keeping. Next, let me tell you that many people you will hear saying that, oh, those extra vaccines are not required, why do you require them, it is simply a money making minting business and all that stuff. Okay, for those comments my answer is, vaccine is entirely informed consent from the parents. Those parents who want to take the vaccine, go ahead with that. Those parents who want to form all possible reasons, go ahead with it, form all the possible reasons and don't give the vaccine. No one forces you to give the vaccine. At the same time, let's go back in the history and see how it happens. Okay, somewhere in the start of 2001 or somewhere that time, okay, hepatitis B vaccine was introduced as a compulsory vaccine in the government schedule, which earlier was a optional vaccine. And now today at this point, each and every baby by the time they are 3.5 months old are already vaccinated with hepatitis B vaccine. Okay, next, fast forward to few more years, and in 2010, I suppose, yeah, 2010 my second daughter was born that time. Okay, so that is the time government in Goa introduced a pentavalent vaccine. That is, before that the children used to get DPT, only 3 injections, 3 component in 1 injection. Okay, in 2010 they shifted to 5 in 1, that is DPT, hepatitis B and Hib in 1 injection. Okay, so that means hepatitis B and H influenza B, which was not given earlier in the government sector, was introduced in the government sector. Why? Because it was important. And as per the other people's comment wherein they say, oh, it is not important, it is simply not required. Why it came in the government schedule? Just because the study showed that those vaccines are required to protect the child. Okay, then a few years back, I think maybe 2-3 years back, okay, rotaviral vaccine got introduced in the government schedule in Goa. So all these schedule which I am telling government, I am telling from Goa because I'm Goan, so naturally I know what vaccine schedule goes on here. Okay, so rotaviral was introduced. Again, few days, I think 1 or 2 years back, injectable polio vaccine got introduced in the government schedule. So now in the private sector, we give a 6-in-1 vaccine, that is 6 components in 1 injection, whereas in the government, the same 6 are given, but it is given as 5-in-1 component and injectable polio separate. So you end up getting 2 injections. Okay. Then fast forward to just 10th of June in the government of Goa, already pneumococcal vaccine is introduced in the government schedule. So you can see over the time the government has gone on introducing new vaccines in their schedule and making it a more robust immunization schedule, which is a really welcome step. Okay, because more and more children are getting immunized against these diseases, and the number of children affected or number of children lost because of those diseases is coming down, which is a very important and a welcome step, as I say. At the same time, now what about those children who missed those vaccines because they were not in the government schedule when they were getting vaccinated? Okay, like example, the pneumococcal vaccine which recently came, and now it is being given to all the children who are above 1.5 months, and so there will be many children who have missed it. So one thing is, find out from your caregiver whether the vaccine can be given at that center. If not, discuss with your pediatrician whether you can get the vaccine. Okay, because pneumococcal vaccine can be given, there are different schedules depending upon the age of the child. Then other vaccines, as I said, the typhoid, hepatitis A, chickenpox, speak to your caregiver, speak to your pediatrician. They will definitely give you the ways out of taking that vaccine. So coming to injectable polio vaccine now, those who have missed injectable polio polio vaccine can very well go ahead for there is a single dose vial which is available, or a single dose vial means you can use only injectable polio vaccine. Okay, so you can go ahead for that. Okay, those who have never taken typhoid, hepatitis and chickenpox, again go ahead, speak to your pediatrician. If you have already got chickenpox, proved chickenpox earlier, then you need not take the vaccine, but you can go ahead with your hepatitis A and your typhoid vaccine. There are many other vaccines such as meningococcal vaccine, which is a little bit costly vaccine, plus a rare disease, but a disease which if it happens to hit your child is very serious disease. That is totally informed consent with your doctor. That is, speak to your doctor. If you want, go ahead with it. Okay, it is, no one is going to force you. As I said, no one is going to force you for vaccination. We usually inform the parents about all the vaccines which are available during the regular visit. In my case, the reminders are set, which are just a reminder. It doesn't mean to say that it is a compulsory vaccine. Okay, it just means to say that so and so vaccine is available, is supposed to be given to your child at so and so age. If you need, please come and take the vaccine. That is what the basic message is. No one is going to force you, but in the view of betterment of your child's health, it is entirely you parents' decision how to go ahead with the vaccine. Meryl Gudino, I suppose I answered your query, and it's become a very long video. I just went on speaking whatever points came to my mind regarding this particular point. And a small disclaimer at the end of the video, that please see to it that all my videos which I make are only and only for educational purpose. Please, visiting your doctor, your caregiver, your pediatrician and your whoever is the doctor who is taking care of you physically is very, very important, because that is something no one can miss. I am just doing this for educational purpose, awareness purpose, just to spread the awareness in the public regarding health, because finally health is wealth. Bye bye.